Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast coming up next. Our Wrestlepalooza review.
Following podcast scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the Internet Podcast.
Yeah, we back. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast. It's your boy, the insightful S. Scott Bars Wrestling Media, and the dynamic Dark Wing Salute Dub. Yeah. What's up, bro?
What's happening?
Yeah, man. Like we've been so busy with the interviews. We apologize, folks. You know, we supposed to be we doing these reviews and catching you guys up on some news, but we've been jam-packed with these interviews, man. And big shout out to Odyssey. Big shout out to Odyssey. He and Zion had just captured the All Japan tag team titles. Let's give that a round of applause. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out that interview with Odyssey FKA Odyssey Jones. Very dope interview, very insightful. You know, we spoke about a lot of things. But let's talk about this Wrestlepalooza, man.
First thing first, let me say mine real quick. Just real quick.
Okay.
Congratulations, Odyssey. I know this is something that you wanted. You stated this is what you wanted while you over in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Well deserved. And I hope it's all that you want it to be, bro. Shout out to you. Shout out to Havoc as a whole. Y'all holding them chips. Let's go.
Yeah, I seen them. They had like 3 belts in the picture. I'm like, yo, where'd the other 2 belts come from? I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to ask him, like, yo, where the other belts come from? Like, you know, but that's dope, man. They spoke that joint into existence, man. And
Good friend of the show, man. Good friend of the show.
Yeah.
Down to earth dude. So he definitely earned that and deserved it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about this Wrestlepalooza, man. What was your thoughts? Yeah, if y'all not watching on YouTube, y'all can't see his face, but he's Hey, man. And your expression says it all, man. I don't know what you want to start from the bottom of the card. There's only 5 matches, so there was more ads and commercials and whatnot than there was actual wrestling. So we could do this however you want. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. Triple H built this up to be some kind of spectacle. It's supposed to be like state of the art being on ESPN. It's supposed to be like a WrestleMania kind of thing. That's what I got from what he was saying before Wrestlepalooza even started. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. I can't miss this. And I start watching. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
They could have saved all of this except for the Stephanie and the EO match. They could have saved it all for a Raw or SmackDown, bro.
Yeah, it basically was a SmackDown on steroids. That's all it was. And the reason why I say on steroids is because it was on ESPN. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That was the only highlight. That was the only highlight of this whole PLE was that it was on ESPN. Otherwise than that, you know, it was very subpar. I gave it a C-, and it wouldn't even have got the C- if it wasn't for Stephanie Vancouver and Io Sky match. That match was 5 stars. Hands down, the match of the night. In fact, I can even go beyond and say that the women have been carrying WWE a good portion of 2025. I mean, if you disagree, I'm gonna give you some examples. Naomi, Mrs. Caution. As soon as she got that belt, she was carrying that division. That division was stale. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It was kind of stale until she got that belt. Go ahead.
She was carrying it before she got the belt.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you were saying it like that, yeah.
She was carrying it before. When her heel turn started, that whole thing with Bianca and Jade, once that started,
Yeah.
Naomi took over.
Yeah.
It wasn't Rhea. As much as they want us to believe that Rhea is the whole show, it was not Rhea.
Mm-mm.
EO, yes, EO is good. EO, I'm not even gonna say good. EO is great.
Mm-hmm.
But the person that was carrying the company was Naomi, especially when she turned heel.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as she made that heel turn, it was a done deal. Like, you might as well, like, they could have put the belt on her the next day when she turned heel and it would have all made sense. You know, like, the next person in line we already knew was going to be Vancouver because there was so many signs saying it was going to be her, in the near future. But I didn't. If Naomi never had gotten pregnant, we definitely would see Naomi with the belt right now. You know what I'm saying? Vancouver wouldn't have got it so soon, but we definitely knew Vancouver was going to get it somewhere down the line. Um, what else? Like,
Man, listen. So I believed that I didn't have the slightest clue that Brock Lesnar was going to win, but like the more they built it up, the more that everything was going on, I'm like, Brock Lesnar's going to win this. Brock Lesnar's going to win this because the the way they built it up, it just told me that Brock Lesnar was going to win. They were not. He was coming back. They were making a spectacle out of John Cena and Brock Lesnar. I'm like, there's no way Brock Lesnar's losing this. I don't care if it's John Cena's retirement. We saw what he did with The Undertaker and breaking the streak. There's no way that they were going to let Brock Lesnar lose this, even though it's John Cena retirement.
well, if you look at Brock Lesnar's record in the WWE, I mean, I haven't been keeping count, but if you just look at the collection of matches that he's had since his debut, Brock Lesnar's been well protected. Like, he's rare. It's rare that you see Brock lose. You know what I'm saying? Even with the fiercest of adversaries like the Undertakers, the Samoa Joes, the Goldbergs, it always had to be somebody that was like bigger, stronger, faster, or just somewhere along the line seemed like a threat before they'll even consider him losing. Like, we all know he should have lost to Samoa Joe, but he didn't lose. You know what I'm saying? We all know there's a laundry list of folks that we feel he should have lost against, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he would lose to Braun Strowman, honestly, because Braun Strowman was red hot.
Honestly, I thought he was going to lose to Omos. I thought he was going to put over Omos, and that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Although he definitely put over Omos, but he still beat Omos, if that makes any sense, because Omos did look very strong in that match, but I didn't like the fact that they took such a build for Omos to be in that situation only for him to lose. You know what I mean? It just didn't make any sense to me. Like, there's a few matches in there that he definitely should have lost, but he didn't. You know what I mean? And then there's matches that he lost. Like, there was situations that he lost, but he just didn't take the pin. Like, there's been a few triple threats here and there that he just didn't take the pin, but he lost. But Yeah, that John Cena versus Brock match was subpar. It wasn't even.
That's what you're calling it, subpar?
Yeah, it wasn't.
I'm calling it garbage.
Hey, I'm calling this subpar because, like, it. I mean, they. Well, yeah, maybe it was garbage. Like I
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
yeah. I was trying to see if I could sprinkle a little bit of adobo on it real quick to spice it up, but it really wasn't nothing to spice up, man. It was trash. Like I yeah, it wasn't a good match. It wasn't a good match, you know. I didn't another thing is that I didn't expect it to be as long as it was neither. Like I know it was like they say it was like 9 minutes. I think it was either 9 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. I know they said it was in that realm, right? But I didn't even expect it to be that long. You know what I'm saying? Because usually in the squash matches will probably last like maybe 2-3 minutes and it's done. But this squash match was probably the longest squash match I ever seen. Like, you know, how many F5s did he give John Cena? How many F5s? What was it? 3, 4? Gave him like 3, 4 F5s, and then John Cena gave him like three AAs or whatever. And okay, all right, yeah, he gave him 7 F5s. I think it was 7. I think it was 7 F5s. I don't know, folks. You know what I mean? I done lost count,
I
but
thought John Cena deserved better. And I say that because he did a damn good job at SummerSlam with Cody.
yeah,
So I felt like he deserved better because of that reason. Heck, even the match he had with Logan Paul, that was a good match for John Cena. And
yeah.
then they make him, and then he wrestles like this at WrestlePalooza. I'm like, what happened to the last two?
Well, I don't. I honestly, I think the whole thing was to build Brock Lesnar to be this terrifying human that was going to run ruckshot over the WWE after John Cena left. I think
They've
that's
been
what it
doing that
was.
since he debuted in WWE, though.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, if you look at his career, what has he been since he debuted? He's been like this terrifying human. Like, there's only been a few people that have actually conquered him. I mean, we could count those people on our fingers. That's how few it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like that match wasn't that good. I don't think it was a good showing for Cena. I don't think it was John Cena's fault though. I just think it was just the build wasn't that good. They
Did
should
you
have
see
took
the rumors
was that
that up until the morning of WrestlePalooza, John Cena was actually supposed to win that match, and then it changed that morning.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you have it. Hey, look, man. If you guys out there feel like WrestlePalooza was good, then you know what I mean. Good for y'all. But as of us over here, we don't think it was that good at all.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And obviously ESPN don't think it was that good neither, because ESPN done gave that joint a C. I gave it a C minus. I
I'm
gave it a
giving it
C.
a D plus.
Yo, that joint. Wrestlepalooza is that kid that was sitting in detention, sitting at the desk, sitting at a desk writing how many times, writing their name like 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? I will do better PLEs. I will do better Triple H, that's you. You sit at that desk, sit at the desk and write, I will produce better PLEs. I will produce better PLEs. That's you. That's you, man, because this joint sucked.
And then you got the tag team match with the Usos versus the Bronze, and I'm like, it didn't start out half bad, but the way it ended, I understand it ended the way it did because Jay pretty much concussed himself. Had that blowback from hitting Braun Breaker on the back with the chair, came back and split him open,
Mm-hmm.
but it just yeah. That's what I took from it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, man. We could sit here in front all day about what our thoughts and opinions are about WrestlePalooza, but it wasn't really that good. Um, the for me the tag it wasn't. It started off good. It started off okay. It just ended off weird. Um, Drew and Cody, wasn't that bad, but it wasn't the best neither. It just
Like it goes back to Cody just had a stellar match with John Cena at SummerSlam.
mm-hmm,
And then this is what they give us.
mm-hmm.
Like nothing against Cody, nothing against Drew McIntyre. But this is what they give us.
Well, honestly, it wasn't their fault. The build
Because
was
Cody wasn't
weird.
there. Cody wasn't there. And then Drew McIntyre was in a feud with Randy Orton. And all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the way, I remember now. By the way, you're supposed to get that title match. So we're going to do it at WrestlePalooza.
Yeah, yeah. They just didn't take their time with this. It was like a cut and paste type of thing. This pay-per-view was held together by Band-Aids and Good Hope. That's what it was held together by. You, you ever see the you ever see the there was this you ever see the cartoon, right? And then the bike, they would probably put the bike together, and then they have the bike held together with some tape, with some glue,
Yeah.
band-aids and whatnot. Yeah, that was this. That was definitely this. What and let's talk about the mixed tag. The mixed tag. The mixed tag. I mean that could have turned out to be a dumpster fire, the mixed tag, and I'm gonna tell you why. There was a lot of botches. I'm not saying that AJ was bad, but she wasn't super efficient. I feel like they pushed her to be in the ring too soon. Like she should have got some reps in before WrestlePalooza. You know what I'm saying? The one, and I don't even know if that was supposed to happen. The one part where Becky threw, I think he threw what did it? Did he throw? Did she throw AJ into the onto the other side, and then the table just collapsed? Did you see that part?
Yeah. She threw AJ over and into CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and then as when she went down, when the guys went down, the table collapsed, and then it came down, and like the table just like stood up and pretty much made a T. The
Mm-hmm.
table was the bottom, and AJ was the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it
Yeah.
looked like.
Yeah. That was. I don't know if that was meant to happen or whatever. Like it was, the whole sequence towards the end was just weird. I mean, of course, CM Punk and AJ picked up the victory, but
She wasn't gonna lose in her return
oh
match.
nah. She wasn't. She definitely wasn't going to lose in her return match. But it just was weird.
You
I
can definitely tell that she had been out of the ring for 10 years.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, for somebody that's been out of the ring, she did better than the average person that was been out of the ring for 10 years. But for people that have seen her wrestle live and seen her wrestle on TV, we know what she's capable of. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this whole thing in general, it was just rushed. It was rushed. It was too soon. WrestlePalooza wasn't ready to come out, but they pushed it out anyway, and this is what you got. And and the thing is, you're allowing TKO and these other folks that don't know nothing about wrestling to tell you how to micromanage your product. You should have never allowed them to make you push this out so soon. That's just my opinion. You should have never allowed them to do that. But they did, and this is what you got.
We like to hate Vince McMahon, rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's one thing that I could say that TKO has messed up and Vince McMahon had right, ticket prices.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ticket prices. TKO has even come out and said that Vince McMahon was catering towards the family. And then when they came in, they hiked the prices.
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon at least had that right. You
Yeah,
don't get to where you are today without the families.
yeah,
And then they're throwing together dumpster fire pay-per-views or PLEs, whatever you want to call them, specifically for ESPN.
mm-hmm.
So would this have been different if it was on Peacock? I don't know, but one thing that we do know is that this was thrown together specifically because it was moving to ESPN, and it wasn't given the right build. It was pushed to be like this super spectacle, and it wasn't. It was like you said, a SmackDown on steroids. It was bad,
Yeah,
flat
but
out. It was bad. EO and Stephanie saved that pay per view, PLE, whatever. Outside of that, I could have cared less.
yeah. Let's talk about that match. Man, Stephanie Van Court is a terrific wrestler. I know she was off the chain when she wrestled Mercedes Moné in AEW. I knew she was off the chain when she wrestled in AAA. I look, was it AAA or was it CMML?
CMLL.
Oh, my fault, people. Like she's just a special talent. You know, she doesn't. She's one of those folks that she don't have to cut the best promo. Her promo is what she does in that ring. What she does in that ring. She has so much star power. That's why she was able to get the belt so soon. She has so much star power and just everything about her, her whole aura just speaks for her. So she could have like subpar English and she's still gonna sell and people are still gonna love her. She's just one of those special talents that could get away with that. Would you agree? Is muted.
Absolutely. My
Yeah.
bad. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, absolutely. Give her all the flowers, and also got to give EO, man. EO's been. If I would say, if Naomi's been the one quarterbacking this company, I would say that EO. Well, I'll put it like this: Naomi is the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
EO was the quarterback. She was number two.
Yeah.
And not only did she play a hand in putting Naomi over to get the belt, now she done turned around and put Stephanie over for that same belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had a pretty good rivalry with Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
So just them two together, like I give the match an A plus.
Nah, that match was fire. It's definitely an A plus. It was a classic. I wouldn't be surprised if that match was getting rated, what I'm saying, by whoever. Like I know Dave Meltzer does the ratings or whatever, but he is he the one that already Is he the ones that is Dave Meltzer the one that always give WWE the good grades, or is it does he give AEW the good grades? Which one is it?
It's Dave Meltzer gives the AEW the good grades and typically gives WWE subpar to bad grades, which if he gives them bad grades for this one,
Well, yeah, it will be justified on this one. It'll be justified on this one though. Yeah, but he can't give the EO Sky and Stephanie Vancouver a bad grade. That match was fire. That match was fire, you know. But
1,000% agree. That was
yeah,
it. That was the band-aid that held WrestlePalooza together that you were talking about.
facts.
EO versus Stephanie. That was the band-aid.
Yeah, that was the what's the name of the band aid? What's it called? What's the name of the band aids? What's the generic name for those band aids that they have in the pharmacies now? They call them band. I don't know. Yeah, they call them
They got the Dollar General name is Rexall
Rexall.
for
Rexall.
Dollar General. That's the Dollar General brand right
Yeah,
there. Rexall.
Rexall AIDS. Rexall AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, you know, it is what it is, man. But yeah, WrestlePalooza gets a thumbs down from us. So yeah, it was bad. It was bad, you know.
Thumbs
Uh
up to Stephanie and EO. Thumbs down to the rest.
basically, basically, yeah. So we'll be back and we'll be giving you that AEW All Out review later on. So make sure you guys look out for that. We got the Rayhan interview, Ugly Gang, the Cream Pie Poppy coming up real soon. Make sure you look out for that. Once again, shout out to Odyssey capturing those tag titles. Havoc. You know what I mean? So that's a dope accomplishment. He's spoken into existence. So
Yeah, he did.
make sure y'all go support that brother, man. Make sure y'all go support that brother. Watch their matches. Buy their merch. We gotta get some of their merch too, man. I don't believe I seen any Havoc shirts, but I'm pretty sure they got some. So we gotta look
Well, I
into
have to send Odyssey a message and see what he says.
it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be back with another one. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle Podcast.
Following podcast scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, they are the Internet Podcast.